Hello, 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 and welcome to Thriving Thursdays. Yes, we are here on halftime game break. Let's go with our nuggets really quick before the game starts. So, one thing that I do like about having Thriving Thursdays at halftime is that I get to see some of the first half before I really talk about what I think is going to happen. Because like last week, I said that the Panthers were going to win last week, and they weren't looking too good. So now with the halftime game break on Thursdays, I can go ahead and give you your key nuggets to get you through your everyday life. And then we can go back and watch the game, because anybody knows me knows that I love me some football. So while we're waiting to get started, I'm going to go ahead and do a watch party, so my friends and family members can watch with me together. And it also brings more people into my network by doing a watch party. So welcome, welcome, welcome while I'm doing this to our returning guests, as well as those that this is the first time that you've listened to Thriving Thursdays. We come on each week, I come on each week and give key nuggets into helping you with your everyday life. I give you updates and things like that that's going on in my life. And so that's basically what we're doing. So let me set this party, and then I'm gonna quickly give you some nuggets to get through the week. So let me give you some updates. This past week, Son had his football game. They won 13-0. Really good game. He did an excellent job. The team is really working well together. I'm sure there's some things that the coaches want them to iron out and get better as they go through this stretch. We're only going into week 3, so they are 1-1 because they lost their first game. They won last Friday, and so they have a game this Friday. So I am super excited. I look forward to Thursday, because I know on Thursdays it's only one more wake up until we get to Friday night football, and I love Friday night football. So this past Saturday, the little princess, of course, she had a bye. So I have not yet been able to attend one of her games because Son had game invites, or something else was going on. I think he had 2 game invites back to back. And so I wasn't able to attend her games to see her cheer. And the week that we have nothing going on is her bye week. I was so upset, because anybody that knows me knows that I root on both of my kids as much as possible. So I will be able to see her cheer this weekend, and of course go to Son's game. So I am super, super, super excited about that. NFL Sunday is coming, and I'm a little worried about all these injuries that we have going on. Now, I have 3 teams: the Eagles, the Steelers, and the Saints, and all 3 of them have key players that are injured. And so I'm wondering, what is going on? How are we having all of these injuries at one time? I want to say it's the Jets, the Steelers, and the Saints, whose quarterback was injured this past week. And so they all had to go get new quarterbacks. Their second string is now starting for the first time. And this is a bit crazy. So I had to think about, I heard before, and some injuries you cannot elude. They just happen. The way that the play happened, it just happened. But some of them we can help ourselves and take care of. And so it reminded me that I heard as players get older, they stop doing the things that they were doing before. It's just kind of like part of, they're just have arrived. And so it's the simple things that I want to encourage you, if you have athletes, to make sure that you do the simple things. They're getting the right nutrition, they're drinking their water and staying hydrated, and that either you're taking them somewhere or you're doing it yourself, making sure that they regularly get massaged and stretched to keep those muscles loose, and for them to have a prolonged I don't want to say career, but in high school and college, it's really not a career. But every athlete has their time in which they stop and say, okay, I don't want to go anymore. But you want them to be able to enjoy what they enjoy doing and staying healthy. So I do encourage you, if you have athletes, to make sure that you get those things taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our key nuggets for this week, so we can get back to the game, because I am surprised that the Titans are down. I thought that they would win this game, and the game isn't over, so it is still possible they can still win this game. But I thought that it would be a little bit more going on than what has gone on. And granted, I only started watching about halfway through the second quarter, is when I got home and was able to watch it. But I was keeping up with the little updates that was going on. So we will see what happens in the second half. But I'm waiting for Sunday. Let's go Eagles, Steelers, and Saints. And it's okay. Don't let people tell you that you have to be with one team. I have reasons why I like all my teams. Now, I just don't pick a team because they're winning. There's background behind each team. So don't be a bandwagoner and just go with teams that are winning. But, decide who you want. And it's okay if you want to have more than one, because it's your decision. You're not getting paid by any of them, and nobody's paying you. So, hey, have what you want. So, anyway, this week we're going to talk about keeping your dream going even when you don't get the support that you believe that you should have. And so I thought about this just in life. I've gone through several things, and of course, everybody that is watching or that will watch the rebroadcast has had things or ideas in their mind that they wanted to do, and somebody that was close to them talked them out of it. They said that that's a dumb idea, or how are you going to do this? Or they spoke a lot of negativity on the idea that you had. And what happened? 9 times out of 10, you started second guessing what you wanted to do, and you ended up either not doing it, stop doing it, put it on the shelf for later, or whatever the case might be is what happened. And then in the back of your mind later, it could be a day later, 5 years, 10 years, you think, man, what if I would have did this? And so I saw a post or a story, and it said that this person had an idea, and a person really close to them said that that was dumb. And the person said, if I would have listened to that person at that point, I wouldn't be here right now. So they started going through all of their success that has happened. And it's crazy that people will actually speak to you from their own fears. So they fear that they can't do it, or that it won't happen for them. So they tell you that it's not going to happen for you. So in Thrive, Thrive stands for Trust the Process, Trust the process, highlight all wins, receive guidance, invest in yourself, vacate negativity, and evaluate your goals. So the R in Thrive is receiving guidance. Now, we know some ideas can be a little far-fetched, is what I would say. So instead of listening to the people that say that that's not going to happen, that's not going to work, if you receive guidance, if you have enough people in your corner that you can run the idea past, the people that support you and they believe in you, they're not going to say that's not a good idea, that's whack, that's never going to work. What they're going to say is they're going to help you cultivate that idea where it can become a productive idea, or something that can really come on. Because sometimes we have those thoughts in the back of our head, and we really think that it can work, and it really can work, but it could be key ingredients that are missing. It's like, I'm not a cook, a bake, none of those things. I try, and I will say I'm getting better every day than I was before. But you can't expect to go make a cake and you just put the milk in there and you have the cake batter and that's about it. it takes the eggs, and some cakes, I guess, take Oreo. Y'all don't quote me on this because I don't know all of this stuff. Y'all can help me out if you know, but I don't know all of this stuff. But you can't make a cake and have this idea that this cake is going to be so beautiful if you forget to put the eggs in. But if you've never made it before and it's an idea, I just want to make this cake. I've seen pictures and I want the cake to look like the pictures that I've seen. And of course, you know, if you're trying to make it from scratch, it's one thing. But if you're trying to make it from the box, the instructions are right there on the box. You just follow step by step by step. But that's the receiving guidance, somebody that can give you step by step guidance how to get to this, the final product. The final product that you want to have is receiving guidance and having those people in your corner that can support you, because who knows what can happen when you have all the right ingredients. You keep going. It's not going to happen overnight. So you have to have the determination, the motivation, the reassurance every day, because, you know, one day, a lot of things are based on our moods. So one day you could say, oh, I really want to do this, and you're going hard after your dreams. And another day you say, this is too much. I don't want to do this right now. It's probably not going to work anyway. So those people that are in your corner that you're receiving guidance from, whether you're having a good day, a bad day, or whatever the case might be, they can help you get to the next step, because in this life we never get anywhere by ourselves. It's the people that we have in our corner. So that's another thing that you want to know. The people that are in your corner, the 5 people that you talk to the most, is the 5 people that you talk to the most. You're a sum total of. So if you're a sum total of the 5 people that you talk to the most, and all of those people are negative, then you're probably not going to get very far, because all this negativity is going on around you. So that's another thing in Thrive. Be vacating negativity. You want to have the people that are around you that are going to push you to the next level, that are going to give you the next idea. You could be one-dimensional. And you could have somebody else that come in and say, have you thought about this? You know, and that adds another layer onto your success as to what you're trying to do. So I want you to be mindful and go back and think about some of those things. Even when we were little kids, like little kids are the cutest thing to me. And I was a little kid at one time, and I have little kids, but to hear their ideas, they just think of all of these things. And so go back to those times where you had all of these ideas, these aspirations and these dreams, and before life hit you, these are the things that you wanted to do. And what happened? What happened that made you not do that? What's the voice that you hear? And a lot of times it's that same voice that you hear in different things that you're doing, or voices, not to say you have like multi-personalities or you hear different things, but what the voices that you're hearing is what people have said to you. And those are the things that come up when you have ideas. So are the voices encouraging you, saying you can do this, let's do this, you know, keep on going. I know it's hard right now, but you'll get to where you want to be as long as you keep on going? Or are the voices saying, that's not a good idea, nobody's going to listen to it, nobody's going to buy your book or buy your product or support you or any of those things? These are the things that are connected to something that happened previously. So what we need to do is revisit those things and make sure as we're doing something that we're hearing the positive voices. And those positive voices also come from when you receive guidance, and those mentors that you have in your life are helping you cultivate what you have. And sometimes, I will be honest, we have an idea that doesn't even fit us. You know, we are growing, and yes, you grow outside your comfort zone, but you're trying to do something else because it seems good, but it's not even part of your path. And so you need those people that are in your life that reel you in. And I will give you an example of something that's outside my comfort zone. What I'm doing now, speaking to you live, coming every week. This is well, I would say a year ago, almost a year ago, I started this to help get me out my comfort zone. And people said, oh, you can do this, you know, you'll be wonderful. You really help people. You do it in your everyday life. And I'm like, that's not me. I don't want to get in front of anybody. It's just too much. Well, it was something that was in me. Now, if I say I want to go sing, that's something that a talent that I was never blessed with. Now, let me tell you, if I could sing, y'all, it probably wouldn't be pretty. So the Lord knew what he was doing without letting me sing, because, you know, I really would have been off the hook. I can be off the hook sometimes now, but I really would have been off the hook if I had that voice, me, and I would just been singing. Now, if I would have said that I want to go sing, that's not in what is in my cards that, you know, the Lord gave me and all of that stuff. That's far-fetched. Now, could I go get, a singing instructor, trainer? Probably, yes, I can. But we all have gifts and talents, and that singing is just not, it's not there for me. So what you want to do is know what's in you and build and expand and invest in yourself. I'm speaking on all the things on Thrive this week, on Thrive today. You want to invest in yourself and cultivate what's in you, because the more time that you spend with yourself, away from all the distractions and all those things, and you spend with yourself, you spend with your mentors and your personal time, you hear the things, you read up on, you train, what you have going on and what you want to do, and you vacate the negativity, you will start seeing yourself flourish. So with that being said, I gave you your key nuggets for this week. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited about starting season 2 and coming back each week to give you these key nuggets. It's almost, I don't know where the game is, or if it's still halftime or whatever, but I know one thing I'm about to do is get back to watching this game and make sure that the kids are in the bed and getting ready for school tomorrow. So join me here next week on Thursday for a great halftime game break. Y'all have to excuse me. Sometimes my mind just goes somewhere else. It's going like 1,000 miles per minute, and I got to grab the things that I need to grab. So join me next week at halftime game break for some more key nuggets. Invite your friends, your family, and let them get some of these nuggets to help them in their everyday life, because what are we here to do? We're here to thrive in everything that we do. Talk to you later. Have a good week. Let's go.